It has been a long time since we were side by side with Don Raines at Don's Meat Shop, so the Easter weekend, the perfect time to welcome you back into the studio.
Thank you, Julie. It has been too long.
Good to see you. I know we've been able to talk via FaceTime, but that's not nearly the same thing. So no surprise to any of us, you have brought a table full of goodies from Easter morning all the way to your Easter supper, right?
Absolutely.
I tell you what, let's start with the new items that you were sharing with me, because you're known for your steaks and your fillets.
Right.
But this is something that's not new to a lot of people, but it is to me. It's making a comeback. What is this here?
That's a hanger steak, or sometimes it's called hanging tender because of the shape.
What is it?
It's steak. You know, I can get real technical, but it's a tender piece of meat that hangs in the hindquarter, and that's how it gets the name hanging tender.
Is it going to be tender like a fillet?
Not quite as tender as a fillet, but it's going to be very comparable to, say, a strip or a ribeye.
Okay. Is it, this is a dumb question, but is it more iron rich than other parts of a steak? Do you know? I'm just looking at the dark color there.
Maybe just a touch.
Okay.
It's kind of an extension of the outside skirt, but it's tenderer than skirt steak.
Okay, yeah, you got technical on me right there. So here's what's fun about it when you go to Don's Meat. So you know how if you're hungry at your family, probably very seldom does everybody want the same thing. If you're going to go to a restaurant, you choose to go at a place with a varied menu. That way everybody can get what they want. That's what they find at your store, because if you are going to be doing some grilling this Easter, maybe you're going to just have something in the oven, and you've got some people who like fish and some people who like chicken. You've got it all.
Pretty much.
Let's talk about your fish. We're fish lovers at my family.
Right.
So are those your scallops that you brought with you?
Yes, these are dry sea scallops. Very high quality.
Look, can you hold them up just a little bit? Because look at the size of those.
Oh yeah, these are big ones. These are not the little ones.
And your shrimp, the same way. I see you've got a bag of shrimp there.
Yeah, this is actually our cooked shrimp. Just thaw it out and you're good to go.
Oh, you've done the work, so no deveining.
No deveining, no cooking on that one. You just thaw and eat.
That's a great one for shrimp cocktail then.
Absolutely.
Okay, is that a tuna that you brought?
Ahi tuna, sure is.
And then this is what?
That is a crab and scallop stuffed sole. And sole is a white fish that's very similar to flounder.
Light and kind of flaky.
Light and flaky, white fillet, thin white fillet.
Okay, there are plenty of people who are saying, what, why are you gonna waste your Easter meal on fish, Julie? Get to the steaks. So you didn't disappoint. We've touched on the tenders here.
Right.
But in choosing the cut of steak, how do you know whether you want a filet or a ribeye or a New York strip?
I ask if they like the fat or not. If they tell me that they want something leaner, I go to New York strip or filet. And if they want the very best, it's going to be right there, dead center, the filet mignon.
These fillets here, you just can't beat them.
Oh no, that's our top selling steak.
For good reason.
And then there is nothing wrong with that New York strip. That is a beautiful strip. And then if you like a little more fat, we've got the Angus ribeye.
You do sell the accompaniments, so you've got all the tools and gadgets, the spices as well, but I know people think that they don't want to see red in their steak, but they do. You don't want to overcook your steak. So do you sell the thermometers?
I don't, but I'm going to.
Okay.
I'm about ready to bring some in for the season.
But you can advise people on what to do.
Oh, absolutely. We can tell them temperatures and that kind of thing and give them advice.
What is this?
Well, I'm going to talk about both of these.
Okay.
This is a tri-tip. And we've had in the past 2 years, we've had a large surge of folks moving from the West Coast to the Southeast. And those people find me on Google. When they see I have tri-tip, they're excited.
Okay.
And you also see this in Brazilian steakhouses.
Oh,
and talking about Brazilian steakhouses, this is picanha. And you'll see that on skewers in Brazilian restaurants.
What is it?
Both of these are part of the sirloin. These actually join at one point, but they are very tender, very tasty, and if you cook them right, they're just outstanding.
Are you going to eat this like you would a flank steak, where you cut it in a thin piece, or is...
Oh, you don't have to.
No? Okay.
No. But basically the way I cook this is a reverse sear method. I'll cook at low heat, like 225 for 30 minutes, then I'll sear it to the desired temperature.
Okay.
And it'll be like butter. It's just outstanding.
There is nothing wrong. Okay, wait, this is a lamb.
Well, this is Easter, yeah. So I've got a limited supply of This is a boneless leg of lamb, domestic. This is not the imported stuff. This is the very best quality you can buy.
Okay.
And I also have lamb chops. These are loin lamb chops.
Okay.
Kind of look like little T-bones. So I have lamb for Easter.
Okay. Now let's talk about breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
Because some people might go to a sunrise service and then come home and enjoy breakfast later. Talk about the sausages that you have.
Well, I brought a couple of breakfast sausages. I
these
brought an in-house made fresh sausage lean. I also brought our regular mild breakfast sausage. And I brought something with a little bit more spice.
Can't go wrong with the kick.
No, this is chorizo.
Ooh.
And you know, chorizo's really good in scrambled eggs, but it'll have a little kick to it.
Are you going to be open Saturday and then closed Easter Sunday?
That is correct. We'll be open normal hours on Saturday from 9 to 7, but I will be closed Easter Sunday to
Okay.
give our staff and give ourselves a chance to celebrate.
And tell me something. You were talking about the folks moving in from the West Coast. Tell me if I dreamed this or if this was a true thing. I met a lady the other day from South Africa. And didn't you have at one point some sausages that you were making that were a South African favorite?
Absolutely, Boerewors.
That's it.
And I make it in a couple of different varieties for them. I do some special runs, plus I stock one that's about the size of a bratwurst. Boerewors is really good stuff.
So that's kind of something too that's unique to Don. You do enjoy stretching your own boundaries too. So if you're moving here and you've had something you've enjoyed wherever you've been living before, you love to hear from people and see what you can duplicate for them, right?
Oh, absolutely. And that's exactly how Boerewors happened. They brought me the recipe and I liked it so well, I asked them if I could sell it and they agreed.
Okay, so here you've got some yummy ideas for Easter. If you choose to go simple and have a burger on the grill, he's got that for you too. Mondays are still your day where the chickens are on sale.
Absolutely.
So you'll find him at Don's Meat Shop on Hickson Pike. If you are looking for something truly unique, think about giving him enough time to get that in and ordered for you. But he's got things stocked, limited supply on the lamb. 842-1256 is their phone number. Thank you, Don.
Thank you, Julie.
Say